In our last video, we left Charleville heading northbound to the promise of a job at the King Reef Resort in Kurrimine Beach. It was a quick trip, over 1,500 kilometres in 3 days, so we didn't get to do much sightseeing, and only spent the night to rest at Barcaldine and Charters Towers. The Cassowary Coast, named after the endangered cassowary bird, is located between Cairns and Townsville and has high rainfall, which is why it is so green, with beautiful rainforests, beaches and mountains. It is also home to many banana and sugarcane farms. We have arrived at beautiful Kurrimine Beach from the first day we've arrived. It's pretty much been raining. So we're taking this opportunity when the sun came out to go for a walk along the beach, keeping a very close eye out for the local crocodiles. King Reef Resort is named after the King Reef, which sits only 800 metres off Kurrimine Beach. On very low tides you can walk out to explore the reefs, but only on certain dates when the tides are low enough, and you have to follow the tide out, so you need to walk in the water and be very careful of all the dangerous creatures lurking. However, I have heard it's well worth it, so it's on our list of things to do. This is my new office where I'll be greeting and checking in all lovely guests here at King Reef Resort, and Tony will be out making sure the grounds are in top condition. As well as the Caravan park with full amenities, a camp kitchen and laundry. There are studio rooms overlooking the pool area, 1 and 2 bedroom apartments, glamping tents, and awesome 2-bedroom cabins right on the beachfront. The resort also has a restaurant and bar. Altonic Effect have already played a few gigs up there. We're looking forward to a few more gigs, so keep an eye on the King Reef Resort Facebook page for some upcoming dates. We had planned to do a 6-month review video of our Snowy River caravan, but honestly we weren't having any issues and we're a little afraid that if we did we would jinx ourselves. So since arriving here at King Reef Resort, we have hit our 1-year anniversary, 12 months with our van. Since we've been living in it here for the last few weeks, and there's been a bit of rain here, I was walking back from reception from work and I noticed Tony on a ladder up beside the van, which is never a good thing to come home to, and we found that there was a leak underneath the fridge in the cupboard where the water pump is, and it wasn't coming from the water pump. It was due for the 12-month service, so we were calling around to try and get someone to do that and also have a look at the leak, and it was going to take a couple of weeks. So Tony was siliconing up around the solar panels that seemed to have lifted a little bit, and that seems to have stopped the leak. When it went in for his 12-month service, he had a look at the leak and said that the fix that Tony done was good and there's no leak currently. So the only concern we have is how long it had been leaking for and how much damage may have happened in the wall. So if you've had an issue like this before, we'd love to hear from you. Not sure that there's anything else we can do if someone's looked at it and said nothing. So I don't know whether that means just sort of waiting to see if in the long term there does become an issue in the walls, but you can't see anything visibly. If we didn't notice that water coming out underneath the fridge, then we wouldn't have even known there was a leak. You couldn't tell. Other than that, the van's been great. We've had no other issues since the regulator got replaced. It tows great. with the Nissan, and yeah, we still love it. So not much of a full review video, but I thought I'd drop that out there. Since we've been here, I've bought a couple of things online just to make it a little bit more homely. This map of Australia from Aussie Adventures, which is easily removed, so great for inside, and also got a weatherproof permanent one for outside. And I couldn't pass up on this Caravan runner that just happened to be perfectly suited to our colours. It's made of recycled products, and we got that from Matt's by Design. Without an oven, we do a lot of our cooking on the barbecue or in the air fryer. So this $19 pack that we got from Kmart, bargain, means I can bake cakes, I can make potato bakes, and do all the things that I would normally do in my home kitchen. They're also good for separating your pots and pans so you don't get scratches. I used to use the Kmart non-slip material, but I found that that would stick to the bottom sometimes, and if I cooked it, it would smell. I haven't done it yet, but I've come close. You may be watching this and wondering, how did we land this awesome gig? When we were in Mitchell deciding where we were going to go next and where we were going to get our next paycheck from, we had a chat to the lovely Megan at the Mitchell Caravan Park, and she suggested the Caravan Park Industry Jobs Facebook page. So we signed up for that, sent off our resume. You have to send off a resume to get it accepted into the Facebook group. Once we're accepted into the Facebook group, I put up a post with a photo of Tony and I and introduced ourselves, talked about our transferable skills, me with office management and Tony with grounds and machine operating. I also mentioned our music because ideally we would have loved to have been able to bring music wherever we go, because that is our passion and our joy. After posting on the Facebook group, by the following day, there were many suggestions for vacancies across Australia. Obviously, with us being flexible to travel anywhere, that definitely opened up a lot of options. We were rapt to hear from King Reef Resort, and it did sound too good to be true, but we were willing to take that risk and that adventure and travel to North Queensland. And we're glad we did, as well as being flexible with our location. We were also willing to try any work, so the suggestion that we could get our RSG and our RSA, Responsible Service of Alcohol and Gambling, and get some experience working in the bar and restaurant, we were down for that. These are the curlews that make all the noise in the night. In our next couple of videos, we'll talk about our visit to Hartley's Crocodile Adventures and Paranella Park. There's still so much more to learn about working in the park and in the resort, and so many more places to explore. If you've got any recommendations of places to visit, drop them in the comments because we'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we will catch you in the next one.